Hi guys, Finch here and welcome down to the Quest for the Open vlog this week, where you join me at one of my favourite places in the world. It is Gleneagles, and boy oh boy do we have a action-packed couple of days for you down here. So it's myself and Carly. This is our room for the next few days, and these costumes here may give an insight into what's going to be going on over, well, certainly tomorrow, when we're part of the Centenary celebrations of the Kings and the Queens course, and we're going to be playing as some pretty old school golfers. Well, I am. Carly, you can have a go if you really want to.
Well, might as well.
Might as well give it a swing. Oh, it's a big old seagull. A seagull or a pterodactyl?
How far away from the sea?
I don't know. And I'm going to be doing a completely separate video. I'm going to be doing a completely separate video on tomorrow, and I've also got some other films lined up to do. I've also got some other vlogs lined up to do while we're here. But the first thing, before anything else, that you have to see is this. Now this is obviously a very special, very lovely touch by the team here at Gleneagles. Basically, me and Carly in a photo frame. But appearances can be deceiving, because this is not a photo frame. It is a piece of chocolate. This is an edible photo frame, which I suppose we're going to have to try. And this beautiful little Gleneagles hip flask, 1919, the Kings and the Queens. I'll see how far we get through that in the next few days. So, gonna nip out to the Centenary course here, get about 9 holes in, but I'm also gonna be doing a little bit of a game to test out my wedge distances. Super simple, so you play one ball as normal and you have an overall score, but then you also drop a ball down from 130 yards and in, and you play every single hole with that ball as a par 2. Safety first. 140 in, just a nice smooth 9 iron, and then I'm going to drop my ball somewhere in that dip. Oh, stay! So I've got 79 yards left to the pin. Now 80 yards is my 3/4 half grip 54 degree.
You have a problem.
I really don't want to land this short now, do I? Something to this. That divot was monumental, by the way. Whoa, 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 whoa. Oh no, that one didn't turn back. So, a cumulative 1 over. Second hole here on the Centenary is a par 5. Put the little mini driver in the bag. Who knows why? Whoa. Oh, stop. Oh, it's fading. Oh, that's gotta go. Ah. I just don't really know. This is quite new. It's not my normal Thursday morning get. Get used to it, yeah.
Yeah?
Quite suits me actually.
It does actually.
Basically an old man. I'm about to go pick up Andy Carter, who's back from Dubai. If you've not checked out his channel, make sure you do, to go play in the Myesco College Golf Reunion Day. So myself, Andy, Rick, Sam Mellor, the guys you would have seen on social media, we were all at college at the same time together, and today's your reunion day. Then tomorrow, I've got a comp. Let's go pick Carter up, see if he's awake. Really? Come on, it's May. Who are we playing with? Playing me, you, Rick, and... another?
Marky Mark.
Marky Mark. Here we've got caddies today. Got Andy, do you prefer Andy or Andrew?
Andrew.
Andrew. I've got Mr. Andrew on the bag. Has he got the shot, do we think?
Yeah, he's my partner.
Just to fill it in, that's like the tightest fadey gap ever. Oh!
I reckon he's out-driven you as well.
Oh, hello. I think he surprised everyone. Including yourself.
Yeah, no one was more surprised. I'm looking through this ball fight through a mirror.
Ah, nice little low, weird, flighted one.
That was weird.
We've been joined unexpectedly by Mr. Samuel Mellor. How you doing, mate?
Good, mate. How are you?
I'm good, mate. What's your plans for this year? You just had shoulder surgery.
I have, yeah. I've had keyhole.
You do know keyhole?
You
Surgery on the right shoulder, so I've been out of action since October. It's been a while, yeah.
Mate, it's been ages.
Set on my own Mellor Media company, so I'm doing videography for local businesses, boxers, PTs, salons, golfers, everything. So it's going alright so far.
No, this was just a hello. This wasn't an invitation. This wasn't an invitation.
I'm trying to plug right here. But yeah, the golf's kind of just staying in a back burner for now. Yeah, creating content and
check them out.
memories.
Mellor.media.
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 Check it out.
Filthy.
So, yeah.
Oh, that's actually tracking really nice. Oh, stay.
Money shot.
No, it's bunkers. Oh, it's got a... Oh, it's somehow avoided the
Not too bad, it's left.
Coming hot.
Tried to fade,
as well.
but hasn't hit a fade since 95.
Not that fade since college.
Yeah, those were the days. Beautiful.
Oh,
that tempo is an absolute joke. Have we got a zoom on this, Pete?
Spin in.
Oh, beautiful.
Goal shot.
Wow. Hey, this is it. If you're going to do it, this
Man of the moment. What an absolute player.
What do you think, Sam? Is this not a bad time?
This is it. I don't know if there's a zoom on this. I've not even been using it. It looks like an Argos special, this camera.
By the green.
Have you wound it up? We've got camera. This is it, Pete. This is the one. I've called
If this goes
it.
in, you're not going to Barrow tomorrow.
Should we go anyway? This goes in, I'm playing golf. Peter Finch, 13th hole.
Oh.
Can't zoom in quick enough. The zoom's not there. Oh, wow. The zoom's that slow, I can only just get his face. You made me miss it 4 foot left.
You made me miss it by 2 foot left. I'll speak to you soon if we're still together.
Call him back quick and apologise.
Hey, we all nearly hit them.
I'm going to make my apologies.
I thought you were calling the bar.
Call the bar. If I calm down, I've calmed down a little bit.
Really good. You live for this. I do live for this. Give me a mic.
And the second birdie in 54 holes. Third birdie in 54 holes. No! Yes!
Another day, another comp in Furness. So Baron Furness Golf Club. Furness, which I've never played before, so this is the first time in a few years I'm playing a comp where I've not previously played the actual course. Now, a couple of reasons for that. One, I entered this 2 or 3 weeks ago, and since that point I've literally not had a chance to travel this far north. It's about almost 3 hours from Manchester here to get out to it. It's a bit of a weird place. So it's going to be Pro-Am, see how we get on. The weather looks grim as anything. I don't know what's going to happen. I'll see you in about 5 hours. Right, let's have a look at this. So, lots of vids touched upon within this vid. And I've got a full dedicated vlog coming up for the Underpar Passport episode from Gleneagles. Got the YouTube Golf Day video coming as well, which I need to sort through all the footage. I was basically going to try and get that out before this, but then I looked at how much I've got and I've got to sort through it properly. But it was an absolutely fantastic day and I'll be doing a full vid about that. And it's been nice because I've had a run of comps within the last 2 weeks to actually test my game out a little bit and to see the progression and how I've actually started to move forward in the right direction for a change. So here are my comp results for basically my last 4 events. So I've gone 6 over at Northern, which was played terribly. So I struck the ball awful, but then actually managed to put my way out of a bad situation. I've included the YouTube Golf Day as well because I was trying. I shot 2 over then, didn't strike it particularly well again, but putted okay. And then on to Delamere, which was the day after the YouTube Golf Day. And I struck the ball incredibly well. I hit it really, really well. Didn't put great according to the stats, but I think this is where the stats can be slightly misleading because I actually hit the lines and hit really good putts pretty much all day. I just could not get the read of the greens, which has been an issue at Delamere before, so that's maybe something I need to work on very specifically at that golf course. And what was really annoying about that is 1 under basically got into the playoff. It was a qualifying competition for the PGA Pros, which is a 3-day event in June, which would have been fantastic preparation for the quest for the Open, but unfortunately I missed out on the playoff by 1. And the way I struck it, I hit 15 out of 18 greens, and then obviously my last event at Furness, of course I've not played before, shot 3 under, got it to 5 under at one point during the round on the 15th, and then just had like a really scrappy finish. And 5 under actually won that event, so I could have closed much stronger. Looking at the stats, you can actually see the progression of the positive. So my driving, especially at Furness, my driving was unbelievable. I hit it so well. It's pretty long, but also straight. I mean, I had it on a real string with my driver pretty much all the way around. A few dodgy drives at the end, which I pulled left, maybe a little bit tightly, maybe a little bit nervous, but apart from that, it was great. And it's also the first time in a long time where I actually hit what I would consider a perfect golf shot. So a perfect shot for me is basically assessing the lie, selecting the shot you want to play, selecting the club, visualizing that actual shot, executing the shot well, and then actually the result matching the visualization that you had. And doing it all with a very positive frame of mind. And I did it, so it was on the 8th hole, I hit a fantastic drive, I'd just come off 2 birdies, so I was feeling pretty good about my game anyway. But I assessed this 115-yard wedge shot, I got the distance, after the distance wedges that I've been practicing, saw the shot really clearly how it was going to happen, set up to it, felt very comfortable, hit the shot, executed it perfectly, struck it perfectly, pitched just pretty much on line with the hole, span a little bit right to a couple of feet. With the stats though, you can actually see the negative kind of progression as well. So my bunker play has been pretty poor over the last month, and that's usually a strength, as has my chipping around the green, and that's usually a strength as well. So the time that I've been putting into my long game and my approach play, that is paying dividends, as is the putting mostly, but putting is obviously something you just need to keep on going, keep on going, keep on going. But my short game, my chipping, bunker play, that really needs to improve. One of the big positives certainly about Furness was the fact that I was under par for the par 3s, the par 4s, the par 5s on average over the whole round, which I don't think I've ever done. And that shows that actually my game is in a much better place than it has been. And it's nice to actually just sit down and talk through the positives of how I'm playing rather than the negatives. If you are new to the channel or if you are a returning viewer, make sure you subscribe if you haven't already. Really helps me out. I'm also at 200k subscribers as well, which basically means I can open a really nice bottle of whiskey that I've got upstairs. So yeah, please subscribe. Like the video as well. Comment below on what you're working on in your game at this moment. What are you striving to improve at the same time? Because I have pretty clear intention on what I need to do now, using the stats, using the competition play. It's a really exciting time. I'm really, really enthused about my game at the moment, which, like I said, I've not been in a while. It's nice to have that positivity back. So guys, thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you next time.